Ever feel like there's this big secret about money that everyone else seems to be in on except you?
Oh,
Like
totally.
maybe they got some special instruction manual that they
Yes.
keep hidden?
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to crack open one of those so-called secret manuals,
Okay.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one.
This book, it's like a cult classic for a reason.
For sure.
And it all starts with Kiyosaki's own experience growing up with not one, but two dads.
Two dads, huh?
Yeah, so you've got his biological father, who's like the traditional working dad.
Okay, I got it.
And then there's his best friend's dad,
Uh-huh.
who ends up becoming this like mentor figure.
Oh, interesting.
Kiyosaki calls him his rich dad.
Makes sense.
And these two dads, they have totally different views on money.
Okay, so like two sides of the same coin.
Exactly.
So what were their approaches like?
Well, his biological dad, the poor dad, he was all about job security.
Right, like the traditional path.
Yeah. But despite being educated and working hard, he always seemed to struggle financially.
I've known people like that.
On the flip side, you've got rich dad.
Okay, the entrepreneur.
Yeah, self-made, not afraid to take risks.
And how did that play out for him?
He was always finding and creating opportunities to build wealth.
Interesting.
And he wasn't afraid to let young Kiyosaki in on those lessons.
Oh, I like that. So it's about more than just having money. It's about that mindset.
Exactly. And to really understand how ingrained those mindsets can be, we got to go back to when Kiyosaki was just 9 years old.
Okay.
He and his friend, they decided to start making and selling homemade toothpaste.
Homemade toothpaste. Now that's entrepreneurial spirit.
Right. I mean, going door to door at 9 years old.
That's impressive.
So they're out there hustling, and their dads find out about this little venture.
Okay, I'm guessing the dad's reactions were a little different.
You could say that.
Let me guess. Poor dad wasn't thrilled.
He immediately starts warning, is this even legal? What if you get in trouble?
Oh, I know that type.
But rich dad,
Yeah.
he's ecstatic.
Really?
He's blown away by their initiative, their creativity.
He gets it.
Exactly. And he even starts giving them tips on how to improve their little business.
Wow, that speaks volumes.
Right. Makes you think about what messages we absorbed about money growing up.
It really does.
Were we taught to play it safe or to spot those rich dad opportunities?
That's the question, isn't it?
I mean, it's true though, right? Like those messages we get early on about money,
Oh, absolutely.
they really stick with you.
They really do. It's like this invisible script
Yeah.
that gets handed to us
Totally.
and tells us not just how to handle money,
Yeah.
but how to feel about it.
Like whether we should be ashamed of it or proud of it or
Exactly.
scared to spend it.
It's incredible how much those early lessons shape our view of money.
For sure. And that's where Rich Dad, Poor Dad really throws down a challenge.
Okay, how so?
It introduces this idea, this concept that's so simple yet kind of mind-blowing.
I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
It's the difference between, get this, assets and liabilities.
Assets and liabilities. Okay, that sounds kind of basic.
I know, right? But stick with me here.
Right, all ears.
It's not just about how much money you make.
Uh-huh.
It's about what that money is doing.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with this.
An asset.
Yeah.
An asset puts money in your pocket.
Okay.
A liability takes money out.
So simple, but so profound when you actually think about it.
Right. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, why didn't anyone ever explain it
Right.
like this before?
Exactly. It's like this light bulb moment.
Totally. And suddenly you start looking at everything differently.
Like what? Give me an example.
That big house everyone dreams of owning,
Okay, yeah.
it's really an asset? Or is it a giant liability disguised as a status symbol?
That's Kiyosaki's point, exactly. He challenges that traditional advice, you know?
Work hard, get a good job, buy a house.
Right, because often that path leads to more spending, not more wealth.
So you're saying we should all ditch the dream home and become minimalists?
Not necessarily. It's about recognizing the difference between showing wealth
Okay.
and actually building it,
I like that.
that house. It can be an asset
Okay.
if it's generating income,
Right.
like if you're renting it out.
Okay.
But if it's constantly draining your bank account
Yeah.
with that mortgage you're struggling to pay,
Right.
that's when it becomes a liability.
So how do we flip the script then? How do we start building that asset column that Rich Dad is always talking about?
Well, he's got some ideas about that.
Okay, good, because I'm all ears.
He lays out 4 key skills, like essential tools for building your financial IQ.
All right, I'm ready to upgrade my financial toolbox.
Mhm.
What are these power tools? Okay, lay it on me. What are these 4 financial power tools?
He breaks it down into financial literacy, investing, market awareness, and get this, legal knowledge.
Okay, so like First things first, financial literacy.
Right.
That sounds like understanding the ABCs of money, right?
It's more than just knowing how to balance a checkbook. It's about really understanding how money works.
Yeah.
Like interest rates, compound growth,
Right.
being able to read a financial statement.
So you can make informed decisions.
Exactly. Instead of just relying on,
Gut feelings.
yeah, or worse, your fears.
Okay, so that's financial literacy. Got it.
Yeah.
What
What
about
about that?
investing? Because that always felt kind of like, oh, that's for rich people, not for me.
Kiyosaki wants to change that perception.
Okay.
Investing is about putting your money to work, making it grow.
But it doesn't have to be Wall Street, right?
Not at all. It could be real estate, starting a business, even investing in your own education.
See, I like that
Yeah,
because you're investing in yourself.
exactly. And that ties into the next skill, market awareness.
Okay, tell me more.
It's about, paying attention to what's going on, understanding the whole supply and demand thing,
Right.
spotting those opportunities before everyone else does.
Okay, so it's about being savvy, having your finger on the pulse.
Exactly. And then the last tool in the kit.
Legal knowledge. Does that mean, like, got to go to law school now?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
It's about understanding the basic legal stuff around money and business, how to protect what you earn.
Okay, so you're not getting blindsided.
Exactly. Understanding things like taxes,
Right.
how they work, how to, use those laws to your advantage.
Legally, of course.
Of course,
Oh,
ethically.
good.
So you can play the game strategically.
This is making me feel like some kind of financial mastermind.
That's the idea. And the best part is you can learn all of this.
Okay, so it's not like you're born with this rich dad brain.
Exactly. It's about actively developing your financial intelligence.
Okay, so no more excuses. Really.
No more excuses. No matter where you're starting from, you can start building that asset column.
Make those smart moves.
Design a life where money works for you, not the other way around.
You know, it's funny. When I think back on Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's not just the financial tactics that stuck with me.
Yeah.
It's that whole shift in mindset. It's about realizing you have the power to change your financial story.
And it's a journey,
Well,
It's not about getting rich quick. It's about building that lasting financial freedom.
exactly. And who knows? Maybe along the way, we can all be that rich dad or rich mom for someone else.
I love that.
Share these lessons, pay it forward, right?
Absolutely. So as you keep diving deeper into Rich Dad, Poor Dad, think about what resonates with you most. What's one small step you can take today to put these ideas into action?